It's close enough. You can hear it, right?
Vaporize a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. We'll go from 5930 just in case, but I'm sure it's fine.
Again, she summons Katsuyu as well. That's really good support. Katsuyu might just be immune to sand burial since like she can split up her body entirely. It's kind of weird to argue because we only really see like Katsuyu like vaporize a rock. If you even want to argue that, I know some people have argued like this puts it above Amaterasu and the likes. The temperature to vaporize a rock is not the same as like the Amaterasu heat, which if you argue is the surface of the sun, which is 5,600 degrees Celsius. The heat needed to vaporize a rock is around the 3,000 degrees Celsius range. So it actually, like, its higher ends can't really be argued to the same extent. And that's me being generous. So I will say like Katsuyu acid.
So he just debunked Mello entirely and agreed entirely with my claim. In fact,
Yeah,
I didn't go far
this
enough.
just reminds me of the Mellow Amaterasu thing. I was gonna say, like, we were talking about the temperature.
Yeah, in fact, I mentioned the 3,000 degree temperature to burn the dirt. So
that's what I was thinking of when he was breaking it out. I was like, hold on here. Like, why is this so oddly familiar?
Like, I didn't remember the sun was so cold. Like, it's only 5,600 degrees, and Sasuke, Bell exam Sasuke is already at 3,000? Bro. What is wrong with Amaterasu being as hot as the sun again? Please, someone explain it to me.
Yeah.
Like, we can even keep going. Like, he explains even more about Amaterasu.
It's either that, or Kishimoto doesn't care about the specific physics of how it would actually make sense. It is just telling us, that's how hot it is, deal with it. Like, pick one.
Yeah. So, again, like, apparently the burn amount it needs, in, like, science terms, would be, like, 3,000 degrees Celsius, which is what acid does in Naruto. So, Amaterasu does about 5,600, and acid does 3,000. Therefore, Amaterasu is about twice as hot as acid in terms of burning. Based on this.
And like, she then just like hanged Amaterasu for several seconds.
While it could be threatening, again, like, Mond is able to react to it. So I think a lot of characters in the summit would probably also be fine in this regard. It would just be good for maybe taking down like lower level like aids, or Katsuyu splitting up to like provide Tsunade with intel or make a healing puddle. Or if Tsunade really wants to, she can actually just hide inside of Katsuyu.
He talks about how like Sasuke can just wield Amaterasu and just not be burned even if it's right next to him, and same with Naruto. And that like 2-man attack thing. Which is exactly what we talked about, but I don't know exactly where he talks about it. I thought it was right after, maybe not. But anyways, yeah, so there you go. I just thought that was hilarious. Like, it worked so freaking perfectly well. I was just want to listen to it again. It's just so perfect. Where was it again?
Yeah, I want to hear the specifics again.
59:35. We'll go to like 59:40.
You really see like Katsuyu like vaporize a rock. If you even want to argue that, I know some people have argued like this puts it above Amaterasu and the likes. The temperature to vaporize a rock is not the same as like the Amaterasu heat, which if you argue is the surface of the sun, which is 5,600 degrees Celsius.
I also love that he just argued it right there.
Around the 3,000 degrees Celsius range. So it actually, like, its higher ends can't really be argued to the same extent. And that's me being generous. So I will.
That's being generous, bro. I love it. I love you, ThunderGod. That's so funny. But yeah, debunked right there. That's all you need. Thought that was perfect. What coincidental timing too.
I almost want to react to that Amato AMV, but I feel like we need Cam for it.
Yeah. The fact he's comparing acid to Amaterasu in particular, like how niche specific things, and both of them just have to be the comparison in terms of burning damage. That's hilarious.
The ones that we were doing.
And so I'm sure you already know Mello's argument. Oh, well, Kaguya's acid is just gonna be hotter than Katsuyu's because Kaguya's like OP. First of all, that's circular. Second of all, prove it. Third of all, can acid be different?
It's also not Kaguya's acid jutsu. It's just a dimension of seemingly normal acid. Yeah. For all we know, Katsuyu's acid is actually more potent because it's a jutsu versus just regular acid.
If anything, I'd argue Kaguya's acid is way weaker than Katsuyu's, based on the fact that it barely burned Sakura's skin when she specifically wasn't using her chakra to amp her body or heal it.
Yeah, whereas Katsu's over here vaporizing a rock with it. So yeah, if anything, Katsuyu's acid might just be stronger. It's also Katsu's specialty versus not even Kaguya's jutsu. Literally just a place of acid.
Like, Mello's argument should have been Ishiki versus Katsuyu rather than Ishiki versus Kaguya if he wants to go this route.